Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And the Roadrunners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bobcats offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot. Well, it's 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So UTSA's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Roadrunners want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll try it again. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's still 3rd and goal. Now they'll run the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now on comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Garrison. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Morales. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Roadrunners in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man,
oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bobcats send out... This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Caught in the backfield. It's Garrison. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. That's reeled in. It's Cole. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Offense in a bunch formation. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. The Roadrunners racing to the line in a hurry-up. He wants to throw here on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give out of the gun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field, Trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama rolled field to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's caught. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTSA! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
21.
Here he comes with the return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he's dragged down. 2nd down coming up. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They go to the draw. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Roadrunners have taken it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun. Wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Working that left side now. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Texas State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morales. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. No matter how much college football changes real life.